Hi there, Gary here from Gann Australia. Here today to do an instructional video here on our CH17 moisture meter. Okay, so let's have a look at our moisture meter. So we have our on and off button here. Run through some of the settings we have here. We go to our home button. M is for measurement. And then we have here for projects where we can actually have our last project, if we've created a project. Also here we can do last measurement grid that we would have for that particular project. Then we've got here our average. We can set our average depending on which sensor that we want to set our average for. And in digits or whatever material that we wanted to have set for our average that we had at this particular job. Then from there, SIM card, you've got to have the SIM card in. We don't have a SIM card on this one. You have your settings. You have your light. You have your time and date. Serial number. You have the sound for the volume. Okay. Then you have your language, English. Then you have your rotation of your screen, automatic rotation or displayed 180 degrees. And then your SIM card options, what battery you've got. You can either have it in metric or imperial. So if you want to work out your grains per pound in or your Fahrenheit or instead of Celsius, you can choose that if you like. Here you can set your alarm limits on each one of your sensors, whatever you want to set your alarm limit for. You can lock the screen and lock the unit and have a PIN code to get in. And you can choose your standby time. So 5 minutes, if we don't touch the screen, it'll automatically turn off. Again, you need your SIM card to do your graphing. And then there might be errors that you can have in there and see what's happening with the meter. So we'll go back to home. We'll go back this way, and then we'll go to our measurement button. Now, when we're on our measurement button here, what we're going to do on the measurement button, I'll get this nice and close. Whatever you press on the top area here, then you get to choose 2 sensors. Okay, so at the moment here, on this particular lead here, you can either pick building or timber. So if I take that one off, then the timber arises. Let's start with the timber. Now, actually, we'll go back and I'll show you what else you can do. What you can do here is on your measurement, you can change, and we'll choose the stick as well to do the hygrometer. So when you press the measurement button, which is this button, it takes a measurement. Now, let's talk about what it does with the first off, we'll take a look what it does with the pin meter here, right? So we got type. Then you click on your type. Then you've got your wood species. So then you've got your wood species here. Click on your wood species. So it loads them all. right? Now, you can go back here and search if you'd like. You can go down here and you can press the search button to go in and search for the type of timber that you might have. So that's handy. Or when you go into your type of timber, you have your OSB varieties, OSB panels. You've also got your laminated veneer lumber, your LVLs. Excuse me. So you got 21 mil, 39 mil, 69 mil. You've also got your wood fibre insulation. So all your settings there for your wood fibre insulation. Then you have your different chipboards. You have, so whatever resin that's mainly used in that chipboard, you choose the resin that's mainly used, and then you can choose your actual chipboard that you might be wanting to pick. So you're getting a very accurate reading on your chipboard rather than just picking a timber setting. Also, you've got some of these timbers here, which are mainly German, which are in here that are calibrated to. Now, that's our type of timber. Also, you can have your temperature. You can set the temperature of your timber, which is fantastic, to be accurate, right? So we can set our temperature 20 degrees, press the tick button. Or you can go automatic. What it does automatic, it's going to pick up that stick there, and automatically when you take a reading, it's going to say the air temperature right now in where I'm doing the video is 24 degrees, so that's where it's going to pick it up from. So it's fantastic. Or you go back to manual, and then you set your manual and you press your tick button and it drops off the automatic. Okay, now we can look at what sort of things it can do with relative humidity. So you've got your absolute air pressure, your absolute humidity, your dew point temperature, your equilibrium wood moisture content, your water activity, your wet bulb temperature, your enthalpy of the air, your absorption, your humidity ratio, your cement floor, your ardrite floor, your concrete, your cement mortar, gypsum plaster. You've got all these building settings as well, right? With this particular stick here. Okay, you put it in those building settings. But I'm going to show you something in a minute with another, the in-depth hygrometer on what certain things you can do. Okay, so that's a little bit about what you can do with that. Now, if I go back in here and change it to building, instead, and tick it off, now I can change with my dielectric ball meter here, I can change whatever settings I want. Aerated concrete, ardrite floor to brick to cement with bitumen to cement floor here, cement mortar. You've got different MPAs of concrete, cork flooring, gypsum plaster, lime mortar. You've got everything in here. Wood screed, wood fiberboard, any type of flooring that you can think of is in here. So, right at the moment it's in a relative scale. So if I press the measurement button, it will be in a relative scale. Right? Now, what I can also do, let's say I took this out. Take this out. And I put my in-depth hygrometer in. Now what I can do, this comes available, take this one off, This one comes available. Now, actually what I'll do is I'll disconnect this one. So you can see, the sensor's not quite in properly. There we go. Oh. Let me put the sensor back in. Here we go. We're in. Okay, so what we can do here is we got it connected here. What we can do is we can change it to our different flooring here. Let's say that we wanted to change it to your concrete 2025 cm. So when I take a reading at this particular relative humidity and temperature, it's going to give me a percentage of moisture content in my building material. But I have to have it set on that building material, and obviously I've got to have it inside my material here. Now you can either do that with a dew point temperature. It's going to tell me what my dew point is at the same time. So this is the beauty about it. It is a fantastic tool. You can do anything with this particular moisture meter. It's phenomenal how you can just add whatever sensor you want and do whatever you want with it. So that's what I really like about it. Like example, if I add here this one, which is a different hygrometer, we'll disconnect this one, and connect this one up. So what we do now is when we take a reading, you can see here, this is my surface temperature. So with my surface temperature, I can turn my laser on and off, and I can actually change my reflection setting, which is phenomenal. So you can change your building reflection emission setting on here. So it's give my air temperature, my surface temperature, and then I go, well, hang on, I want to know my equilibrium wood moisture content as well. You can do that. That's the beauty about this particular meter. There's nothing you cannot do. It's fantastic. So you can play with this meter for hours and hours. Check out our other instructional videos and check out our website for further information. And I hope that's helped you today. And happy inspection. And keep on drying. Thanks for watching.